Sherry, probably Oloroso. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have one of my favorite here on my cask, as so often. And this time it's the Glenmorangie Signet. This one came on the market around 2004, so more than a decade ago. And the price is still high. It's 140 euros. And it's a NAS whiskey, no age statement whiskey. And it's, on the market since 12 years now. And this is a whiskey produced as a NAS by intention, not because stocks are low. They wanted to have a whiskey which was, different to the others they have in the Glenmorangie distillery. And I think I tasted already a dozen of those. You find all the whiskies in the Glenmorangie playlist I have here on YouTube. And here with the Signet, they wanted to produce a top single malt by finishing whiskies which were matured in special American white oak casks, which are native to the region of the Ozark Mountains. And these Ozark Mountain white oak is very slowly growing, and therefore the rings in the tree are very thin, and this brings a different aroma into the whiskey. The second specialty is they use roasted malt. This was one of the very first whiskies which use heftily roasted malt, and with that you receive this high roasted chocolate malt profile. And this whiskey was then finished in sherry casks, which bring a very dark color to the whiskey. But unfortunately, they added spirit caramel to the whiskey to adjust the differences between the different batches. But they gave it 46% ABV. If it's chill filtered or not, I have no idea. It's heavy. So there's the Signet here on front of the box. This emblem was found on a standing stone, the old Celtic standing stone, or from the Picts. History D. And they used this Signet not only for the whiskey, but from the year 2004 on, they use it as the coat of arms of the Glenmorangie distillery. Yeah. Established 1843, and this is high quality. Extremely. A wonderful piece of work. And inside there is a little bit written about the Signet, and here I will read what I didn't know exactly. A masterpiece, 170 years in the making. It's not that old, and the experience was given from one worker to the next one. So it's a social heritage in the distillery. It takes time and dedication to create a great masterpiece. Glenmorangie Signet, our rarest malt whiskey, is the fruit of nearly 2 centuries of craft and patience. No, it's not the rarest. I'm sorry to criticize the marketeers always. The rarest is the quarter century. This is really difficult to get your fingers on. And it's not always available. The Signet is always available. Highland Stone, our provenance beside the ancient Hilton of Catball Stone, it's the Catball Stone, symbolizes the precious gifts of nature that continue to flow in our whiskey. The water, the barley, yeah. Talagi water, or crystal clear mineral water, filters through the Glenmorangie Hills for over 100 years before rising at our source, the pure Talagi Springs. Catball barley, our local catball barley, is harvested once a year at full ripeness. There's no more light and temperature and heat to have more than one harvest in a year. For over 2 centuries, to add a silky creaminess to our spirit. American white oak. Our oak trees grow over decades to full maturity on the northern slopes of the Ozark Mountains, with the slow growth of oak imparting more flavor to our whiskey during its long maturation process. Here we go. And therefore they put the bottle on my desk. It's broken. Yeah, again with spirit caramel. Yeah. So, and here we have this wonderful bottle. It's a thick bottom. It's heavy. It's really heavy. And there's this, I think it's an offset print, golden offset print on the bottle. A wonderful piece of work. And there's a label on the back for the legalese information for each country. And wow, that's heavy. Heavy stopper, but the cork has broken. Unfortunately, it has broken, so I have the chance to taste it again. For this, I have this waiter's knife with a screw pull, and hopefully I do not mix it up. I've taken a video how to open a bottle the right way. And I'm not sure. Yes, I think I have taken a video about how to get a cork out of a bottle without smashing the bottle. Yeah, here we go. Sherry. Some debris. So if you have some debris in your bottle, then you can, that's a lot. You can take a tea filter, those paper tea filters, and pour it very slowly, very carefully, because otherwise you would have a lot of oxygen in the whiskey, air bulbs, and then the oxidization will take place very fast, and the taste of the whiskey will change, some to the better, some to the worse. My personal feeling is that 80% go to the better and only 20% go to the worse. Sherry, probably Oloroso, and, well, I'm not quite sure if it's Pedro Jimenez. No, it's not sweet enough. It's Oloroso sherry, dark fruits, and then already the oak kicks in. It's ginger and a little cinnamon. Yes, one of my favorite spices. Cocoa coming up. So this is heftily finished, and there's no sharpness in the nose, so I think it will be not too young. An extraordinary mouthfeel, and then mouth-watering, and oranges, juice oranges, a little more oak coming up, and not this bitterness. No, it's a light, friendly spiciness of the white oak. spice is becoming stronger. And the aftertaste, a little milk coffee showing up. So there's this oakiness, but not this hefty, strong bitterness, but well combined with toffee. Vanilla, no. No. And the aftertaste. A little dryness coming up. This is a wonderful piece of work. And this is a whiskey which is designed. It's not selected. I take this cask and that cask. But this one is designed to a intended taste. And therefore they use those ex-bourbon casks from the Ozark Mountains, North Slope, as well as the Oloroso sherry casks, and I heard about other fortified wine casks in which the whiskey was finished. So this one is not a mixture, it's a finishing. So they moved the whiskey from the ex-bourbon casks into the Oloroso sherry and the other fortified wine casks. Now there's some vanilla. Yes. And overall there's dark fruits, cocoa, sweetness. And this vanilla mixing in, yes, that's vanilla. It's extremely strong vanilla, but it combines with the other aromas that you can't immediately detect that that's vanilla. Yes. This is vanilla. And this chocolate probably not from the oak. The oak is so mild. The chocolate probably from the high roasted malt. Yeah. Glenmorangie has the highest stills in Scotland. They are over 18 feet high, and with these high stills as well as a reflux bowl just on top of the pot still, you have a reflux, and distillation takes place very carefully, very slowly. The high reflux from the height of the stills and the reflux bowl separates the alcohol very good from the fusel oils and the hefty aromas. So Glenmorangie is a smooth spirit by nature, and all the aromas are coming from the casks. Yeah. So whenever you find such a bottle, don't miss it. Don't miss it. A wonderful piece of whiskey. And I have the work just in a few minutes to glue this cork to the stopper again and to fix the bottle for later use. Last word to the bottle. It's differently colored from the bottom to the top. So there's no different color of the whiskey. The bottom is nearly clear, and in the top it's darkened. And this brings this very elegant style to the bottle. Wherever you have to make a gift to somebody very special, this is a good one. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, there's more to come, and feel free to share this video with your friends and add your comments to our whiskey database, and look on our whiskey website, Whisky.com, where you find a lot of articles about making whiskey and about the whiskey distillery of Glenmorangie.